Dr. Ranganathan. Dr. Ranganathan, look, there is an interesting point that Amit Malviya makes. He says, what changed? Well, under the UPA, if he was handing out certificates of democracy, then a very quick recap just of what the UPA was about when it came to upholding democratic principles. Now, Dr. Manmohan Singh himself, let me tell you, viewers, identified Indian citizens as the enemy number one. If you remember, viewers, Maoists, he called them. It's the enemy number one, the most dangerous internal security threat to the country. And he was right. Unfortunately, today, they speak up for urban Naxals. Oh, sorry, I forgot. Urban Naxals, the term was brought up, coined by the UPA, submitted in an affidavit to the Supreme Court. Today, of course, they say that urban Naxals are dissenters who are being shafted by the Modi government. That's a very interesting one. Then, of course, viewers, sedition cases, Section 66A. Nothing really spectacularly has changed. They went after NGOs, viewers. NGOs, amnesty was first surveyed, in a sense, by the UPA. FCRA licenses, other organizations, certain Muslim groups that, in fact, when attacked by the Indian state, Sonia Gandhi cried over, were also banned by the UPA. So viewers, they were on the right track, yet Soros had no problem. Modi comes and just takes it a bit forward, and Soros has a problem. Dr. Ranganathan, who has the real problem?
Good evening, Rahul. Look, one can't help but think of George Soros as a comical Bond villain. A geriatric jellyfish hobbling around in a Zimmer frame 10,000 miles away and dreaming of a rose-tinted revolution just because he has collected some chauthi-fail hacks and activists by throwing pennies in their piss pot. But sadly, the BJP is doing it the wrong way around. Rather than rebutting what he is saying, they are rebutting why he's saying, and he has full right to do whatever he wants to do. So let me expose him with data and facts on everything that he said. This may take a couple of minutes. Please bear with me. Number one, enough has been said in Adani, but I'd recommend Soros read that brilliant data-driven op-ed yesterday by our ex-CEA, Dr. Subramaniam, in Times of India, completely exposing Hindenburg and other people's agenda. Number two, as for Soros's claim that India is not really a democracy under Modi, let me inform this sun-dried turnip that the real test for democracy is the independence of two institutions, Supreme Court and Election Commission. And under Modi, these two are not compromised, whatever their feelings may be. Everything else in an Indian democracy, Rahul, is being stifled as much now as it has ever been. Because sadly, there is constitutional approval for it. Like, for example, on freedom of speech and religious freedom. And what democracy is Soros talking of when a professor is arrested for sharing a Mamata cartoon in Bengal and acquitted after 11 years? Or when the communist government in Kerala books 120 people for social media posts criticizing CM Vijayan? Or when there exist as many as 285 documented instances of brutal trampling of democracy under the Congress, 87 of those in the last 15 years, including 9,000 activists charged with sedition in a single day. Truth is, Soros's own foundation and its cohorts actively subverted democracy in India by supporting and fanning the illegal Shaheen Bagh and anti-farm bill blockade protests. Truth is, Modi has never unilaterally in the last 8 years overturned a Supreme Court verdict like Rajiv, never abused Article 356 like Indira, never passed a press objectionable act like Nehru. Number three, and as for Soros's claim that Modi is anti-Muslim, let me educate this rancid custard further. Truth is, Modi as Prime Minister has done more for Muslims than he has for Hindus. Let me explain. Has he taken control of mosques like he has of Hindu temples? No. Has he disbanded the scholarships for Muslim students? No. In fact, he has given scholarships to more Muslims than Manmohan Singh did. 2.37 crore versus 2.33 crore. Has he overturned the SC Sabrimala judgment to placate Hindus like the Shah Bano judgment was overturned by the Congress to placate Muslims? No. Has he reduced AMU funding? No. In fact, he has increased it, including a 90 crore topping up. Has he abrogated the Anti-Hindu Place of Worship Act? No. Has he repealed the Anti-Hindu RTE? No. Minorities before 2014, 20,000 skill trained, 5% with government jobs, 3 crore scholarships, 70% girls school dropout rate. Minorities after 2014, 2 million skill trained, 10% with government jobs, 5 crore scholarships, free UPSC coaching, 30% girls school dropout rate, while our Muslim population is 14.2%. As many as 31.3% of homes under Awas Yojana, 33% of funds under Kisan Samman Nidhi, and 36% beneficiary under Mudra Yojana have been Muslims. Housing, skilling, scholarships, government jobs. No other prime minister has comparatively done more for Muslims than Modi. Rahul, you can give a million rebuttals to these illogical, selective, propaganda and fake narrative-driven NGOs and foreign media outlets and their handlers. It only encourages them. What they can't stand is the rebuttal Modi dishes out to them once every 5 years. Kasam se us ek thappad ki goonj is what hurts them. Just 30 seconds. Modi is delivering growth. Soros is delivering anarchy. Modi is strengthening rural economy. Soros is strengthening mobocracy. Modi is building highways. Soros is building media houses. Modi is funding urban centers. Soros is funding urban naxals. Trust Indians, ignore Soros.